They've not tried to pretend like Ed is in the streets trapping or tell some story of how Ed has been through some hood shit. It's just a studio session. It's very real. Now, if you want to help this channel out on the content I create for you guys, head on down to the Patreon where you get early access to behind the scene vlogs, album reactions, suggested Patreon reactions, and access to exclusive podcast content. Link to the Patreon can be found in the description down below. And now I am back to the channel. I am fully caffeinated, rested, back into doing what I love. Needed some personal time out, to be fair, and I'm back. We have Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits, featuring Tion, Wayne and Central Cee. And what's very interesting is even though it's an Ed Sheeran track, it's been released on Tion Wayne's channel. Now I do believe that is making sure it gets the maximum exposure to the right audience, because when you think of Ed Sheeran's typical audience, they're not the sort of guys who are going to tune into this type of rhythm, as I've heard a snippet of it. So without further ado, let's do the damn thing here, man.
A lot of people ask us,
shout out to Jamal Edwards, man. Like, if you don't know who that is, veteran to the game, you can't not know. Ed, Fumes, come on. Good to see Fumes the engineer stepping things up, man. Come on. Okay, now me, like many of you who saw the fact that Ed Sheeran was on a different genre of music, shall we say, wondered how he would fit, how he would sound. But if you know where Ed has started from and how he came through, he's a true musician. Let's just take that in again.
You know, a lot of people ask us, how is Cee funded? Where do you get your money from? The simple answer? Every time you come around, you know I can't say no.
Oh, Bad Habits, I'm seeing it. Wait, and if you hear that little intro bit, an interviewer seems to be asking somebody where they get their money from. Definitely in the theme of the song, you know, and the genre, if you know what I'm saying.
You know, a lot of people ask us, how is Cee funded? Where do you get your money from? The simple answer? Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control.
Oof, oof, boss.
I can feel the paradise before my world implodes. And tonight had something wonderful.
Listening to it on a whole now, understanding the context, Ed is not out of place for a commercial drill track. I cannot lie.
Yo. Feds having nightmares when I got my ice. Girl up on my left side, girl up on my right. 6-figure transfer when I come a ride. That's why the ops them just wanna take my life. Before the music, I had to put a shift in. Made Lambo, money from a kitchen. I was tapped then, rolling in my kitchen. That's why they want me just lock up in the system. But
it's funny that when you listen to the lyrics in this tune, and Tion Wayne's talking about making Lambo money out of Citroen, having to roll with his kitchen, you know, that this is a genre that not too long ago that was heavily criticized in the news, and MPs were talking about it, police harassing artists, which they still do till today. This moment here, it's not just about Ed Sheeran being on UK drill, it's about all the other artists that have come before and have helped cultivate a scene that nobody has been able to stop. That right now you have the UK's biggest artist involved in that sound. And also choosing artists that make that music on a daily to bring that sound with.
My life in my veins. Bad habits in a 9 with a babe. Bad habits gon' end up with a case. Man, I'm bad vibe, just I go away. Cause I was broke, getting peas weren't easy. I'm a Sheeran, now it's cheeky. First can't believe I'm on TV. They're having flashbacks of CCTV. Tough luck, you got brought top. In my drop top, get it top. In my young buck, if you catch it up. No double eating, with a buck.
Also, what's so beautiful there is to watch Fumes in the middle of that. Because when it comes to keeping a spotlight on our scene, in the last 12 months, Fumes has done so fucking much. So it's good to see him elevating as the scene itself grows.
But fuck what you're telling them, I'm from Emerton, bad vibes, everything. Rolex or I might bust one skeleton. I don't wanna go on a mad one.
Did man say Rolex or I might bust man skeleton? That's a cold bar. A very cold bar if you're up to par with your watches, you know. but then might bust man's skeleton. Like, come on.
In my young buck, if you catch it up, not double eating. But the but fuck what you telling them.
The
I'm
but, hey.
Everything. Rolex, or I might bust one skeleton.
I don't wanna go on a mad one, then say something I can't come back from. Front way, sideways, cowgirl, back shots, Mr. Miyagi, wax off, wax on. I don't even smoke, she wanna back strap one. Messed up with my good girl and a sad one. Now I'm in a hotel room with a bad one strapped up. I don't wanna give my grandson. These ladies moving crazy, wanna have babies by me. Lately I've been keeping my head down, ain't been wildin', taking time out. Cars laid out, got nothing to hide out.
Central's too easy with it. Let's take it back. He's too easy with it.
But fuck what you telling them. I'm from Emerton, bad vibes, everything. Rolex, or I might bust one skeleton.
I don't wanna go on a mad one, then say something I can't come back from. Front way, sideways, cowgirl, back shots, Mr. Miyagi, wax off, wax on. I don't even smoke, she wanna back strap one. Messed up with my good girl and a sad one. Now I'm in a hotel room with a bad one strapped up. I don't wanna give my grandson. These ladies moving crazy, wanna have babies by me. Lately I've been keeping my head down, ain't been wildin', taking time out. Cars laid out, got nothing to hide out. Maybe I slipped up once on a night out. If she find out about that, she wild out. The sex feel better when you make up, after you break up. All body language, don't wanna say much. We could go back to the AP and lay up or fuck in the back of the Bentley Bottega. Come home late, she waits, she staying up.
Right about now, I'm noticing that they've not tried to pretend like Eddie's in the streets trapping or tell some story of how Ed has been through some hood shit. It's just a studio session. It's very real, which is something I can appreciate. Everybody in that room deserves to be in that room. You have the engineer being Fumez, you have Central C, you have Tion Wayne, and it's being directed by Jamal Edwards is done very smartly, because this is exactly what you feel like the studio session went like. And yet, and still it makes for an interesting video. I mean, you can see the flashing lights, right? There's little touches in this that just kind of, you know,
body intact, no personal trainer. Breakfast in bed, don't cook me no bacon. I just want head when I wake up.
I got gal up in Chelsea, you know. But why everyone dead when you blow? The first tryna get help with the roads. Me no know.
Tion's too wavy, man. Too fucking wavy. Let's reload that one. Reload that
AP
one.
and lay up or fuck in the back of the Bentley Bottega.
Come on.
Come home late, she waits, she staying up. Body intact, no personal trainer. Breakfast in bed, don't cook me no bacon. I just want head when I wake up.
I got gal up in Chelsea, you know. But why everyone dead when you blow? The first tryna get help with the roads. Me no know.
I got gal everywhere in the...
The Fed's trying to get help with the roads. Me no know. You know?
I just want head when I wake up.
I got gal up in Chelsea, you know. But why everyone dead when you blow? The first tryna get help with the roads. Me no know.
I got gal everywhere in the globe, but everyone disappears when you're broke. If bro calls me and says that time, I don't care. I'm putting my career on hold.
Bad night if we back at the pumpy. Bad side when we keep up the fuckery. If I bang him in the face, can't stop me. Bad times, but today I'm lucky. Yo, in the rave with the gauge. Bad habits can't end up in the cage. Banging anyone straight in the face.
She left me on red back then when I had no bread.
Wait. Let me just reload
But
again.
today I'm lucky.
Okay.
Yo, in the rave with the gauge. Bad habits can't end up in the cage.
I saw that gun lean. You don't know.
She left me on red back then when I had no bread. Like, sure you didn't trust the process. Free all the guys locked down for walls. When I think about that, I get claustrophobic. Pure cocaine, no baking soda. A lot of ammonia, I don't condone it. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And you're stuck in the hood, just hope.
I was licking them, sticking them, left as an artist. Didn't just fill up and empty the cartridge. Do it like Sheeran them, shoot up the artist. Go on, pull up and park it.
When I fly up the end where I feel nostalgic. Yeah, come white like yam, it ain't pounded. Looking for cribs just fully detached. I came from...
You know about powdered yam, fam. The in and out between Central C as well, something to take note of. Very smooth. To be fair, there's nothing on this track so far that has been out of place. But it's very well done.
council housing.
Not in the talk, I really walk the walk, man. It's a masterclass, man. You can ask the chance. Rich and really on, you don't know the past, but when it's really on, would you got to clout it off?
My face card good on the roads where I'm from, you can ask. I'm calm as long as my dog is. Always aim at the target market, look at the profit margin.
I got gal up in Chelsea, you know.
What I love about what Ed Sheeran does, regardless of what more negative people may say, is that same thing or that same effect that you get from a guy like Drake. It's shine a spotlight on artists, because this song here is most definitely going to do a lot for every artist involved. And it also shows not just the audience new drill artists. What it does is it also shows the commercial world as well what success they can have within this genre, which then in turn brings a lot more brands that understand it, sponsorship opportunities for your favorite artists, essentially more money trickling down to the artists who are working hard to maintain it.
But why everyone dead when you blow? The first tryna get help with the roads. Me no know, me no know, me no know.
I got gal everywhere in the globe, but everyone disappears when they're broke. If bro calls me and says that time I don't care, I'm putting my career on hold.
Fuse, the engineer.
Cold, man.
If bro calls me and says that time I don't care, I'm putting my career on hold.
But why everyone dead when you blow?
Listen. Well done, man. Well done to everybody in that room, man. Fucking killed it, man.
You know, a lot of people ask us, how is Cee funded and where do you get your money from? The simple answer?
With Ed Sheeran going back to a more street-based scene to do this sort of a song, he's kind of reconnected with his roots in Jamal Edwards. As we know, Jamal Edwards being the owner of SBTV, who brought us Ed Sheeran through his freestyle performances on that platform. And so for me personally, where Ed Sheeran is concerned, it feels very right. For me personally, Ed is an artist who's been supportive of our scene, just due to the type of brother that he is.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no.
And being so close to people like Jamal, having a genuine friendship with an artist like Stormzy, and doing tracks like this, because I don't think at this point Ed himself needs to do this sort of track. It's most definitely not about money for this brother right about now. I think more so it's about the enjoyment of the music, and you can genuinely see that, like he's genuinely having fun in this video.
I can feel the paradise before my world implodes.
Tion Wayne is a very savvy individual, knows how to make those commercial lyrics that'll stick in your head and have that crossover appeal. And what better time to write that sort of song with an artist like Ed Sheeran?
Yo, feds having nightmares when I got my ice. Girl up on my left side, girl up on my right. 6-figure transfer when I come a ride. That's why the ops them just wanna take my life.
And as always with Tion Wayne, you don't have to dig too far beneath the surface to understand what he's saying.
Before the music, I had to put a shift in. Made Lambo, money from a kitchen. I was tapped then, rolling in my kitchen. That's why they want me just lock up in the system.
And yet and still it remains not too offensive for that crossover audience.
Bad habits in my life, in my veins. Bad habits in the 9 with the babe. Bad habits gon' end up with a case. Man, I'm bad vibe, just I go away.
Central C, he manages to do the same thing as well.
I don't wanna go on a mad one, then say something I can't come back from. Front ways, sideways, cowgirl, back shots, Mr. Miyagi, wax off, wax on.
Although this track isn't like a lyrical masterpiece or anything that was totally nuts, the melody's decent.
I don't even smoke, she wanna back strap one. Messed up with my good girl and a sad one. Now I'm in a hotel room with a bad one strapped up. I don't wanna give mama grandson.
The flows from Tion and Central C was bang on.
These ladies moving crazy, wanna have babies by me. Lately I've been keeping my head down, ain't been wildin', taking time out.
And we know Ed Sheeran's got a set of pipes on him, and as a crossover drill tune goes, it's okay.
And tonight had something wonderful.
And as for the visuals, for me, they summed up the session pretty well.
Sticking them left as an artist, didn't just fill up and empty the cartridge. Do it like Sheeran, them shoot up the rocket. Go on, pull up and park it.
Let me know what you thought of this one in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys down there. Yo gang, it's your boy LeeToTheVI saying peace and love, and I'm out. Bow.